Alright, hey everyone, welcome to another Whittle Witch RP Live Play TTRPG session. What is Whittle Witch RP? Well, that's me, Faye, Game Master and Storyteller, and Lachlan, our writer and producer. We're a couple who love sharing stories, so much so that we quit our day jobs and created our own company. That way we can create high quality and exciting TTRPG experiences full-time and share them with you. And today we're playing D&D. Well, I guess it's tonight now. It's a time zone. This is a Mortal Guardians side quest that takes our brave heroes on an exciting adventure out into the world of Velinara, and perhaps beyond. With us at the table are several of the incredible players who have joined us on our grand endeavor. If you'd like to play alongside them, you're more than welcome to join us too. You can ask in chat or hop over to our Discord to find out more information. Now, speaking of our awesome players, it's time for introductions. Like I said, I'm Faye, Game Master and Storyteller. With me is Sirenscape, bringing all of our background music and sound effects. It's a fantastic and affordable sound collection that you can find at sirenscape.com. And now, we get to meet our courageous, daring heroes before they embark on another exciting tale of magic and wonder. And we'll begin with an introduction for Seraphina.
Hello, everyone. I am Connor, and I am playing Seraphina, a Winter Eladrin sorcerer warlock with an affinity for the moon and the cold, and is a wielder of a thorn staff.
Heck yeah. That's not going to have any sort of implications or consequences at all. Next up for our introductions, why don't we learn of Verity?
Hi, I'm Kelsey. I'm playing Verity. She is a changeling warlock with a very special patron. It's Deathway.
Amazing. And then, last but not least, let's get an introduction for Straight.
Yes, of course. Hello, everyone. It is I, Thresh, playing Straight Noble Spire, the diplomatic liaison and reigning bureaucrat of the Mortal Guardians. One that's here for the people and here to make a name for a run at the government of Wintervale.
Hell yeah.
Oh yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
Hell yeah.
First
Hey!
step-
Hell yeah!
First step, Winterveiled. Second step, world domination. Oh,
Yeah. You gotta have a good home, right?
yeah.
City of adoring fans.
Well, too bad we're not in Winterveiled. So let's dive into our session. And we begin beneath the immense canopy of the great tree of the lunar sovereign, where Alara Moonshadow kneels in submission, not to the divine power of this domain, but to the infernal embrace of shadow and tyrannical evil. The hideous form of corruption in sinew, the avatar of Invatriel, emerges from a toxic, corrosive mist, nods at the Archdevil's supplicant. Through the avatar, Invatriel releases a blackened, spiteful gift, a burning dagger cursed with infernal magic of death and corruption. It is a dark fire death blade, a cruel creation, formed in a crucible of malice and torment. It is capable of slaying any mortal and eroding even the souls of the divine. The ancient boughs above creak in protest, bearing witness to the vile pact that sends shivers through the very roots of the sacred tree, even as corruption claws and crawls upon its roots. And Alara retrieves the dagger, her eyes darkening, gleaming with malevolent anticipation. Seraphina, very straight alongside Elias and Cylindra. With the seed of lunar light in your possession, you are quickly able to follow Apricot back to the surface, and you meet with another of her allies, a pair this time, Stardust and Whisperwing. These two lunar light moths, large creatures that will be able to ferry you across to the front lines of battle against Moonshadow and the corrupting forces of Invatru. After she has made your introductions, Apricot is wishing you all well. She shares her hopes that you will succeed. Go ahead, roll for me insight checks. Oh, it makes sense that Seraphina wouldn't make this straight and Verity. There is an elevated level of concern where Apricot is wishing boons upon your companions, particularly as she wishes well to Seraphina. There is a fear in her eyes. Max, buddy, you have claws. It seems that there is some fear Apricot has for Seraphina's well-being.
If I notice that, and I'll just telepathically let Apricot know that we'll keep her as safe as we can.
And you just see a sort of twitch of the nose as this mole seems to take your words as best as she can. So, do you climb atop Stardust and Whisperwing, and if you do so, in what configurations?
I think I'll excuse me. I think I'll get on to Stardust first. Be at the front.
Straight will just go wherever he seems best fit.
Well, you're small, you'll fit best anywhere.
Exactly.
So, Elias will climb on Stardust with Seraphina.
We have 2 lunar moths.
You do. Lunar light moths, yep.
Okay, I'll climb on the other one.
On Whisperwing.
Sure, yes.
Okay. Cylindra will also go there with you, Seraphina.
Okay.
Or not. Yeah, we'll have Seraphina, Elias, and Cylindra. Cylindra will focus on keeping an eye to the back, which will leave Straight and Verity on Whisperwing. Max is staring at me with violence in his eyes. I need to get Max like his own little desk. Great. So, between Straight and Verity, do either of you care to be at the front or back on Whisperwing?
No preference.
Straight is smaller. I'll put him at the front. I'll sit in back.
Then you are set off. The lunar light moths know the way. This is their domain, and really it is easy to make an idea of where you must go. The great tree is in the center. You can see it even now. But as you are flying through the forest, you can see the corruption that is spread from areas of fighting and is surrounding the heart of the Nightvine Bastion. You can see the great tree standing alone amidst the storm of darkness. And as you race forward, closer towards it, it seems that not even the air is safe. For around you, there are imps, fiends, and corrupted falcons of this land. Go ahead, roll for the initiatives, please.
Well,
Alright, so. It's going to be Seraphina first. And after Seraphina will be our imps and Verity. Straight. And then the corrupted Twilight Falcons. So, Seraphina, first act, what would you like to do here?
So how many total creatures am I looking at here?
We've got a decent amount of them. I'll say you've got 4 of the imps and 4 of the Twilight Falcons.
All right, I will do 4 shots at Eldritch Blast. I'll send 1 to each of the imps.
Okay.
21,
Yeah, that'll hit.
15 damage. A gentleman's 20 for 12 damage. A 26 for 11 damage. And a 25 for 17 damage. All right, that is it for me.
All right, good to know. It is then going to be our imp's turn. And yeah, why not? We've got a they're going to teleport two of them from where they're at to right next to Verity and Straight's Lunar Light Moth. One is going to take claw attacks towards the wings of your mount. The other is going to try and stab into you. So, first attack going towards the riders is going to go towards Verity with a 16 to hit.
Yes, that is.
Okay. And that will be for 14 points of slashing damage as the claws catch hold of you. And I need a Constitution saving throw, please.
It's a 2.
Okay. I just need to make a little bit of a note there.
What you writing down?
It's just a little note.
Just a little one?
A little one.
No.
Straight, you see the claws coming towards you as well.
No, thank you.
That is a 16 to hit you as well.
That will be a silvery barge, please.
But I already rolled so well. Okay, yeah, it's still gonna be a 16. Second roll was
on.
high. Do you want it to be a 26 instead?
No! That'll hit.
That'll be 11 points of slashing damage, and I need a Constitution saving throw.
Is this a spell effect?
No.
Okay, so you get an 11. That'll pass.
That's a little note that I'm gonna make there.
The note that says Thresh rolled really well and he doesn't have to take any effects.
Seraphina, you've got two of these imps nearby you that are gonna take some swings.
Okay.
We've got one attack going towards you. Don't know. We'll have two attacks going towards you. One attack towards Elias and one towards Cylindra.
Okay.
First attack towards you is gonna be a 28.
Oh, that hits.
And the second one is a 24.
That hits as well.
Okay. That will be first attack, 13 points of slashing damage. And can you give for me a Constitution saving throw?
You got it. 16.
Great. And then the second attack does 12 points of slashing damage, and I need another Constitution saving throw.
Okay. It's a 14.
And I'm gonna make a little note there. Alright, and then towards Elias and Cylindra. Elias will just manage to block when he does a shield, so that's what he'll do. Cylindra is getting hit. Takes that amount of damage. She needs to make a Constitution saving throw. She's fine. Verity,
Uh-huh.
at the start of your turn,
Oh.
that little wound from the claws flares with a fire of the hells below, and you will take an additional 2 points of slashing damage.
No, thank you. Mm-hmm.
That's it.
Okay. You said there were imps attacking our mount?
There's one of these imps attacking your mount, trying to get at its wings.
I don't want that. No. I feel like that's a problem. We'll send 2 blasts towards it. Because we're kind of high up. There's a 27 to hit. And a 29.
Yeah, both of those hit.
4, 13, and 9. And then 2 to the one on me, because that was just very rude. 23. And that's a natural 1, so 17 force.
Alright. So that would be... Alright. Anything else from Verity?
No.
Then it will come to Straight, your turn, and at the start of your turn, Straight, your claw wound festers with extra fiendish fires, and you'll take 5 points of slashing damage.
The one that attacked me, I'm going to Vicious Mockery, please.
Sure,
I need a Wisdom saving throw.
we can do that. It does have advantage. So that'll be a 19.
19.
Yeah.
That passes. Okay.
Anything else from Straight?
Not this turn.
It is our corrupted falcon's turn, and these creatures are going to fly around you, and we'll get a beak attack towards Straight. That's a natural 1. You're fine.
Oh, yeah.
We'll get a talon strike towards Verity.
Hmm.
Hi, Max. That's another natural 1.
Okay.
Yeah, that's right.
That's what I
what's up.
thought.
That's what's up.
My cat jinxed me on that. That's what I'm blaming.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, sure. We can go with that.
Blame Max.
Yeah, I'm blaming
Blame
Max.
it on the cat.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
The
All
poor
right.
cat.
I would never blame my poor rolls on my animals.
Yeah.
Maybe that's why they hate me.
they know what they're doing, and you're not giving them the credit and attention
Yeah.
for it. So then we've got the other two that are going to go for Seraphina. We've got a Talon attack and a beak attack going for Seraphina.
All right.
The beak attack misses with a 12.
Yep.
Talon attack misses with a 12. I'm rolling doubles tonight, guys. I don't know. Seraphina, it'll be your turn. At the start of your turn, your little claw wound will flicker and flare with infernal fire. You take an extra 4 points of slashing damage.
Okay.
And it's your turn.
All right. So the 2 imps that attacked me, they're like in melee essentially, right?
Yeah, they're like your lunar, like they're all flying around, swarming up here. Like this is an aerial assault against you.
Um, Would I be close enough to reach out and grab one?
Sure.
All right. So what I'm gonna do is going to use a sorcery point and do my twine spell meta magic, and then I'm gonna reach out to both of these imps and I'm gonna shock and grasp them, or
Okay.
attempt to.
Yeah, go ahead. Roll those attack rolls.
First is a natural 1.
This is unfortunately.
The second is a 27.
Yeah.
So that's a 22, and that gets a spell bombardment with a 4. So 26 points of lightning damage.
All right. That can't be right. No, that's right. That's the math. The math is mathing. I just can't seem to wrap my head around it. All right. So our imps are starting to look a little beat up. Falcons haven't been touched yet. Anything else from Seraphina?
That is it.
All right, our imps are gonna go. And you know what? We're gonna get more claw attacks. Everybody's getting a claw attack.
Hmm.
We'll start with Seraphina. That is a 15.
That misses.
Second claw attack is a 25.
That hits.
That will be 9 base, but because you have the wound, you'll take an extra 4, so a total of 13 points of damage.
Okay.
For Verity,
Mm-hmm.
that's a natural 1. You're fine.
Okay.
For Straight,
That's a natural 1.
that's an 18 to hit.
Yeah.
That will be 13 points base, and because you're wounded, you'll take an extra 4 points, so a total of 17.
Stop it.
It's almost like there's mechanics. Verity, it's your turn. At the start of your turn,
Uh-huh.
because you have a infernal wound, you'll take
Mm.
3 points of slashing damage.
Mm.
What would you like to do?
Well, that's a great question. I want to stop taking this damage. Is that something that I can do?
You could take an action to try and staunch the wound with a medicine check.
Yeah, no, we're not going to do that. That could end very poorly. We'll just send some blasts out. One for the imp that tried to get me.
Okay.
It's a 30. For 11.
Yeah.
We'll get 2 for the... Was it a falcon that tried to get me?
Yes.
It's a 22 and a 22 for that much.
Falcon's down.
Great. And is there still an imp on the moth?
Yeah, it's still looking a little, like it's trying to get at the moth.
Okay, we'll get for that one. A 20.
Yep.
For 14.
Alrighty, and that is the imp on your moth down, but you still
Great.
have the other imp hanging in there.
We'll get a healing light for straight.
Thank you.
Okay. 18.
And with the magical healing straight, your infernal wound automatically closes.
Excellent.
It is your turn, straight.
I will attempt for another vicious mockery.
That is a 19.
All right. I will give a bardic to Seraphina and pass my turn.
Okay. Our falcons, of which there are 3, are just gonna fly around still and try and bombard you all. And we're gonna get talons towards straight with a 21
Okay. Yeah.
for 9 slashing. A beak towards Verity, which misses with a 9.
Okay.
And towards Seraphina, a beak attack for a 16.
That misses.
Alright, so you just have some squawking, angry, corrupted birds trying to make your lives pretty annoying. Seraphina, it is your turn, and at the start of your turn, you will take 6 points of slashing damage due to your infernal wound.
Okay. Alright. And then I am just going to do what I did last time. Spend another sorcery point and just try and chuck these imps out of the sky. First is a 28.
Yep.
Nice. Oh, that gets a spell bombardment. So 19 plus 7, so 26 damage on the first attack.
Cool.
And then the other one is another 28
Hell yeah.
for 20, and that gets a spell bombardment as well for 1 more. So 21 damage on the other attack.
Alright, that's another imp out of the sky, so you only have 2 imps and 3 of the falcons.
Very nice. That's it for me.
Alright, our imp is going to take his claw attack at you, Seraphina, with a gentleman's 20.
Shield goes up.
Okay. And then the other imp is going to go for Verity with a 21.
Yeah.
That'll be 9 points base and an extra 5 because you are wounded. So 14 slashing total.
Mhm.
And Verity,
Yeah.
it's your turn. At the start of your turn, you'll take 5 more slashing damage.
Okay. We'll go straight for that imp, just until it's done. I've had enough.
You hit it once, it's done.
Great. 19.
That'll hit.
That's 10 force.
It's in flames as it falls.
Great. We'll focus on that falcon then that keeps trying to come at me. 26.
Hits.
For 16.
Okay.
A 24. For 18.
Falcon's down.
Goodness. Is there another imp around?
There is one imp on Seraphina.
We'll go for it.
Go for it.
27.
Yeah.
That's 17 force.
No more imps, just 2 falcons.
Great, I'm gonna heal myself.
Okay.
I clicked it too many times. Wow, that's really good.
And with that, your infernal wound will automatically close.
Thank you.
And it is straight your turn. There are 2 falcons that are left.
We will attempt to vicious mockery a falcon. Surely they can't be that smart.
Oh, they're not the best, but that's a natural 20 on the die.
Oh.
Come on.
I'm sorry. Apparently,
I
saves
give
are
a
good.
bardic to Verity. Go from there.
All right, Verity gets a bardic.
Bardic for Verity.
Bardic for Verity.
Our falcons are going to go. We have 2 of them. One is going to go for Straight. And one is going to go for Seraphina. We'll get a Talon attack towards Seraphina. With a 20 to hit.
Shield is still up, so that misses.
And a beak attack towards Bracken with a 10 that misses. And that's it for our Falcons. Seraphina, it is your turn. And at the start of your turn, you take 5 points of slashing damage due to your infernal wound.
And for my turn and my action, I would like to make a check to see if I can close this wound.
Okay, yeah. Go ahead and make a medicine check to try and staunch the wound.
And I do have a bardic in my back pocket.
You do.
That is a natural 20, so I won't need it.
Nice.
Hell yeah. You close the wound.
Nice.
Anything with your bonus action?
No bonus action, that's it.
Verity, you've got 2 Falcons.
We'll get 2 blasts each. First one is 34 and a 30. And we'll take that much. It's like 33. Other one gets a 22 and an 18.
Both hit.
For that much.
1 Falcon is left in the sky this day. As Straight, it comes to your turn.
One more vicious on the Falcon.
Yeah, you can't get 2 nat 20s, right?
I don't think it matters because I just rolled terribly for this is the worst one yet.
That is a 13 on this day.
It takes 4 damage as I call it foul names. It's just violently foul names that I can't repeat here. And strike this bird with my words to its core, frankly.
Okay. It seems deeply perturbed, but it still flies around in the air.
Has disadvantage on its next attack.
Well, it will be attempting to attack Verity, so let's hope that the disadvantage pays off. It will be going for a Talon Strike. But that is going to be a 16.
That will hit.
That will be 8 points of slashing damage.
Thank you.
And Seraphina, it is your turn. 1 Falcon. It's heavily wounded, but it's still flying. What are you doing?
I'm gonna fire a ray of frost at it
Hell yeah.
with a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
That 1 turns to a 2 plus 3. That's 19 points of cold damage.
And there is no more Falcons. And you are no longer bound by initiative. But you still have a threat. You descend into the front lines, and as you are trying to gather your bearings to understand what is happening here, you see it. The hideous avatar of Invatriel surging forward from the smoky haze. Blasts through your moths, and you tumble those last few feet, crashing into the ground. As you pick yourselves up, you find yourselves near the extended roots. Several of the Lunar Sovereign's faithful are here, druids that try to hold back the corruption, but are simultaneously fending off an assault by devilish servants. Amongst these servants, you see the avatar of Invatriel, the nightmare's amalgamation, this draconic buzzard of twisting bark and infernal corruption, skin and scales withered to a sickly hue, wings tattered, fraying with corruption, stretched over things that twist. Vine sinister, entwining its body, pulsating with malevolent energy, holding the grotesque form together. You hear a voice from the avatar. You are weak. A strain of sickness, not yet seeing its full potential. But I can make you strong. Bow to me, and I will not destroy you this day.
Seraphine is going to step up and she's confidently and defiantly going to say, I bow to nobody.
As you feel the eyes of the avatar turn to you, Seraphina, you feel perceived wholly. It is a vile perception, a measurement, and it falls to where you hold that seed. And you see almost a gleam of desire in the eyes of this corrupted beast. And you should never bow to anyone. I can assure you that I can give you the powers necessary to protect those that you love. I can make it that you see wealth and riches beyond the wildest imagination of man. I can do all of this if you give me that seed. I can do more. What is one seed to an entire forest?
That's not a bad point.
Right? Not now.
Fair enough.
The leader of this domain has entrusted me with this seed. I think they've made it pretty clear they don't want it in. So I'm going to refuse your requests.
What if I could give you the soul of your sister? Would you refuse me then?
Out of character for a second, Seraphine is a little taken aback by that. What do you mean by that?
I could return your sister to you, as you've always wanted, a compatriot at your side. I could make that dream come true. All I ask is the seed.
Your sister should return to you. It should be on her own accord. Not this beast.
As tempting as that offer may be, I've learned firsthand never to make a deal with the devil.
There is a snarl from the beast as the roots grow deep, causing the ground to grow and pulse. There's a thickness in the air, tension. Cylindra moves forward. I will help the druids. We will push back the corruption, but you need to focus on the Avatar. You cannot interrupt us.
Understood.
And as Cylindra rushes off, and as the Avatar roars this fearsome battle shout, we're rolling initiatives. And Seraphina, you will have
That's about how I feel.
special action that you can do in this turn, or in this battle.
Oh, okay. I'm gonna need it because I rolled a natural 1.
Well, me too.
Let's go.
Just straight. You didn't do your part. You needed to roll a natural 1 like the rest.
You know, my bad. I'm sorry. I've been rolling like crap all night so far. I figured I'd change up the pace, but I guess it was the wrong time to.
It's okay.
And if Verdi can get a chance at healing, I would love some.
First thing I do.
All right. You know what? Yeah, that's actually.
We'll get there.
Oh, sorry. Preset sounds. I thought I had clicked the box. Obviously, I had not. All right. We've got Great going first,
Crazy.
and then after that, it will be our Avatar, Elias, then Seraphina, and Verity. So, straight,
Yeah.
what would you like to do?
He's going to rub his hands together at this fight and put one of them on Seraphina's shoulder and say, "Be a dear, and just utterly ruin these people for me." And cast a 4th level Cure Wounds. And heal you for 25.
Awesome.
And also, do you still have that Bardic?
I still have that Bardic.
Alright, then we are all good.
Alright. The Avatar of Invade Trio is going to I would like for everyone to make for me a Constitution saving throw.
I'll use Tides of Chaos on this
That's a
one.
big 5. That passes, I'm
11.
sure.
Okay. You guys are doing fine. So this breath of corrupting poisonous vapors will be released. Seraphina, that will be a success, so you'll take half damage.
Okay.
However, Straight and Verity, that is a failure. Which means you are looking at... Come on, stop dancing. All my dice got caught in the corner. On a failed save, we're looking at, that's going to be 24 points of poison damage, half as much on a successful.
24 points of poison.
That was a lot of 1s and 3s. Elias is going to... Oh, I forgot to roll for Elias. Oh, Elias is coughing up. He took that full damage. Elias's turn gonna come up. Wand drawn, 2 flicks of the wrist, and bursts of arcane energy will be shot out towards this thing. Both of which unfortunately miss. Seraphina, we will come to your turn here. Now you do have a special action available to you through this combat. As you had fought the avatar before, you know that it is connected to the grounds and receives some devilish infernal boon that allows its self to heal through this connection. Using the power of the seed, you are able to sacrifice some of your life energy here to rend that connection. You don't know that it would last forever, but be enough to perhaps get some damage sustained.
I'm looking a little rough right now, so I'm gonna hold on to that for right now.
Okay. I will let you know that in the future, should you wish to use it, you would be looking at a sacrifice of 20 health points.
Okay.
And that is a special action you have available to you, should you wish to use it at any point during this combat.
All right.
What are you doing on your turn?
Just to make it a little bit harder to hit me, for the time being, I'm gonna cast a mirror image. So now there are 4 of me, and I will roll those 2d100.
Okay.
90 and 6. What do I get with those? Ooh, so I'm gonna take 90. So you become invisible for the next minute, and only ends if you attack or cast a spell.
All right. And then, Verity,
Uh-huh.
it'll be your turn.
Kind of ruins what I was going to do for Seraphina.
There's either that or a Modron.
That's fine. Oh no. Let's see. I'll cast a Crown of Stars just so we have that up. And that'll be my turn. I'm gonna keep my healing for Seraphina.
Okay. Well then, Verity, your turn will come to a close.
Mm-hmm.
And straight, it is back
Yes.
to your turn. What would you like to do here?
Question.
Mhm.
Are the targets we're looking at humanoid?
The target that you have, a single creature, is not humanoid. It is fiendish, plant-like, and undead, maybe.
What a shame.
Yep.
We will. Man, there's not a whole lot I got on this. We're just gonna vicious mockery it for now. Does a wisdom save sound good? Please, pretty please.
That is a 16.
That works. 10 damage, please, and disadvantage on your next attacks.
Okay. Well, it had 10 damage taken, but because of its infernal connections at the start of its turn, it does seem to heal itself as they pulse from the ground, sickly up its vines and roots. And we'll see what it does on its turn after upcoming ad break. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue our story, but before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us at World Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, however, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen and in our chat room. These donations not only support us at World Witch RP, they unlock awesome perks for the entire community, benefiting everyone who play with us for the next month. They include special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things. So, hang out. We'll see you guys soon. Alright, we are back, and as we return, it is in the middle of combat, and, we are going to have... I would like a... You know what? No, we're actually going to do this instead. The creature's arms will stretch outward, these corrupting talons, and from it, beams of energy. I need, after the Zinki's hit first, first attack towards Seraphina is a 29. I'll need a custom Constitution saving throw if that hits. The second attack is going to be towards Verity with a 17.
Yes.
And I need a Constitution saving throw.
18.
Oh, look at you guys, twinsies.
Mm-hmm.
18 will be enough. You guys are able to avoid the lethargy that fills your bones and pulses through your body for a brief moment as those rays strike into you. It is Elias's turn, and Elias will take 2 more attempts to strike into this creature. Elias does not do much better than last turn. 2 misses again. Seraphina.
Fine.
He's trying, it's fine. Seraphina, it is your turn. Oh, Connor might be muted.
Sorry, I am muted. I'm going to use my special action here.
Okay.
So that is 20 points of health.
You take 20 points of HP damage, yep.
Okay.
But in a blaze of light, you can see concentrated around the roots. You hear a sickening snap. And it seems whatever connection is currently broken. No match. And yeah, that'll be it. Seraphina's action, Verity, it is, well, do you have any bonus action, Seraphina?
I do not. That is my turn.
Seraphina's turn comes to an end. Verity, it is your go.
Ooh, all right. Let's we'll send a guarding bolt. It's a 19.
That'll hit.
Great. It's 37 for radiant. And as a bonus action, we'll heal the Seraphina. For 29.
Awesome. Thank you.
Alrighty. With that, it is the end of Verity's turn, and straight, we come to your go.
Yes. We are going to. Let me look through my inventory, see if I've got anything to help with this. You said it was a plant, right?
It does seem to have plant elements, yes.
I'm going to chug down a potion of fire breath that I have.
Ooh, okay.
Very nice.
There we go.
Hell
Oh, this is where things might fall apart. Can I get a DC 13 dex save?
yeah. Yeah, we can try and make that. So, that is a 13 on the die, but it does have a -1 to its dexterity saves.
Ah, very good. And we're gonna do. It's not too. That kind of sucks. 12 points fire damage.
It could have been better, but it also could have been worse because this
Yeah.
thing is also part fiend. So it might have been immune to the fire damage, but because of the vulnerability of the plant parts, it cancels out, and this thing just takes regular fire damage.
Cool.
I could have told you afterwards that it was, immune.
Yeah, it's fair. No, you're right. You're right. All right then.
Could have muttered some of Kelsey's favorite words. But with that, it is the end of Straight's turn. Our avatar's turn is going to snarl as none of the wounds continue to heal as it had before. And so in its rage, it's going to chuck a portion of the ground at Seraphina. With a 27.
That's gonna hit.
That'll be 23 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And that's it for our avatar's turn. It'll be Elias's go. Two more attempts here. Hey, one of them will hit.
No.
Nice.
We're getting places, people. We're getting places. So the crackling energy that he's shot from the wand for 23 points of damage into this creature.
Nice.
And Seraphina, your turn.
All right. I am going to cast, because I don't want this creature staying up for longer than it has to. I'm going to cast a 5th level Storm Sphere centered right on that avatar. So I first need it to make a Strength saving throw for me.
That is a 23.
So it will succeed on that, so it doesn't take any of the bludgeoning damage. However, as a bonus action, I'm going to cause lightning to leap out and strike it, and since it is in the sphere, the attack roll will be at advantage. And that will be a 28 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
So that will be 5d6 lightning damage. Ooh, that's a spell bombardment. 16 plus 4, so an even 20 lightning damage.
Beautiful.
Make sure I mark that off. That's it for me.
All right, Verity, it is your turn.
Great. We'll send another guiding bolt.
Okay.
For 21.
Mm-hmm.
For 32 radiant. And because I cast it and I have it up, I'll send a star.
All right.
It's a 31 to hit. For 27 radiant.
And with that, the avatar will falter as the corrupted creature falls to the ground. Cylindra and the others complete the ritual. The outer root bands pulse with the cleansing and healing light. But there's still the darkness that swirls closer towards the center, the base of the great tree, where undoubtedly, Seraphina, you know your sister to wait for you.
This is right at the center of the tree.
It would be.
Here. Oh, go ahead.
You have just finished your battle at the outer root, the outer band of the roots. So if you wish to take some time to perhaps heal yourselves,
Oh, yes. I'm going to take a healing potion.
I'll give my last bit of healing to Seraphina.
Oh, thank you.
It's not a lot. Oh, that's pretty good though. 14.
Hey, healing is healing.
Mm-hmm.
the only hit point that matters is the last one.
Ain't it the
Exactly.
truth?
That's right. Then I'll take one of my healing potions. 4 plus 8.
This is the fastest I've
Oh
ever
my
gone
goodness,
through
I almost
something in
did
my life.
8d8. Oh, I need to do 4 more. 9, 21. Okay, so I know I can't do quick math. Okay. With that done, I'm now going to carefully make my way toward the center of the tree.
Okay. So, Verity, straight, do you do anything here in that brief respite?
No. I'm good. Very well. Good enough.
You know what? Actually, yes, because I couldn't do it because she went invisible. I'll go ahead and cast Foresight on Seraphina.
Okay.
Thank you.
Mhm.
I wonder how that's going to play into certain things.
Mm. That's for you
Why
to
are you
figure
gonna be
out.
so ominous about it? You know?
Because I enjoy being ominous. See, being ominous gets me reactions like that, and that is the funniest shit ever. So,
Just wait until next ad break is over.
You'll see.
You'll see.
just wait until next break is over, depending on a story beat
Yeah,
moment.
you'll be so sorry.
Uh-huh. Okay.
You're gonna be so upset.
It's
You're
so
gonna
bad.
so steamed.
You proceed forward, Seraphina. And your companions will follow after you. You proceed up the hill. The ground beneath you wilted. You cross the remnants of the battlefield and you see many servants of the lunar sovereign lying dead, their corpses interspersed with those of the servants of Amphitryon. Those that remain in the service of the Archdevil have retreated from the glowing light of the seed that you carry, Seraphina. And as they move back, hissing from the shadows, you see a pathway begin to open up. One to where Moonshadow waits for you. At the base of the great tree, Moonshadow stands ready to infuse the corrupting energy that is gathered here straight into the core of this ancient existence. But she pauses, hearing the hissing, and turns to face you all, raising the broken remnants of the stolen, corrupted Lunar staff. Come no further, sister and usurper, else your sacred tree will join my lady profane in the depths of Inflagos. Seraphina and company are a bit taken aback as Alara's visage is much changed since last you've seen her. It seems she has embraced the dark corruptions. There is a flickering of ominous shadows and silvery moonlight creating this eerie radiance of her form. But beneath that, you can see these inky, vine-like tendrils writhing and pulsing under the skin, like veins filled with poison. Her eyes, once bright, are now nothing more than void-filled shadows, save for the tiniest spark of flickering pale corruption at the center.
Seraphina will stay where she is for now, but you'll hear her just let out a soft little chuckle and then say very bluntly, "A usurper. That's quite a bold statement coming from someone like you."
There is a flicker of emotion on Moonshadow's face here. If anyone would like to use an insight to try and read into it. I don't think Tifley can help with that.
No, I don't think so either.
You do have a bardic inspiration, though.
I do.
Yeah.
What's that now? Is that a D10?
D10.
That could help. 18.
18. Okay. So Verity will see this. Straight will see this. Is Seraphina going to attempt?
Oh, yes. Was it an insight check?
Insight check. Yep.
I'll roll my bardic as well. 16.
Verity and Straight would notice this. She projects confidence, this Moonshadow. But there is a agitation you see when Seraphina spoke those words. And you recall interactions previously, you recall the stories told by Seraphina. There seems to be a driving force here for Moonshadow. She believes herself better than Seraphina. However, she was bested in combat. The right provocations may cause that agitation, that desire to come out on top, to override whatever plan is being laid here.
I'll tell Seraphina telepathically. She's unstable. Careful what you say. We'll be
Straight's just
no matter
watching
what.
Straight's watching the situation and thinking, "Ooh, family gossip. This is fun. I'm glad I tagged along."
Straight's looking for the wine.
Yes.
You always were the one to follow orders. Good to see that you know your place. She sneers down at Seraphina.
It's just a shame you never knew yours.
I do know mine. And it's here. It's powered. You're a fool if you don't see it.
And you are doing all this for what? to think that you're better than me?
I don't think I am. I know I am. She takes a step forward towards you, away from whatever ritual she was performing. Challenge me again, little sister. And I'll squash you like I should have all those times ago.
You say you know you're better than me. Is that why I have the staff and you don't?
There is a frustrated growl. And then in shadow, Alara disappears. And then reappears right in front of you. We're rolling initiative as she is making her first attack.
Now, this is a humanoid, correct?
At one point she was.
Come on.
She might not be anymore.
This is the one downside to Straight's build. 70% of his stuff requires a humanoid.
What worse is that if it does affect her, she has Fey ancestry.
I can't stand you. You're so mean to me.
This was Seraphina's sister. She's an elf.
You're so mean to me.
So it's going to be, oh, look at that. We got 2 20s. Verity, Straight, what are your modifiers for initiative?
+3.
+4.
So it'll be Straight first. Verity. Moonshadow. And then Seraphina and Elias. So, Straight. First
Yeah.
act here, you see Moonshadow rearing up, magic crackling at her fingertips as she is about to strike Seraphina. What would you like to do?
Is that a spell that I see?
Yeah, I'd say that it looks like it's
I will
preparing us-
counterspell that with a reaction. And
Okay.
then
Okay.
on the... so it'll be a stroke away, and then bringing it back, I'll also cast the Tasha's Hideous Laughter.
Okay.
Really just double up on all that magic.
And Tasha's is a wisdom save, yeah?
Yes.
That is...
And I'll apply a D10 minus.
That might actually help you out a lot. So... 18 after the D10 minus.
Damn it. 17.
Ah, so close. But, anything else from Straight?
No.
Verity, it's your turn.
I tried.
Okay, well, I was right next to Seraphina, so she's very close to me. It's not very comfortable. I'm gonna cast Fast Step, and I'll poof to where she... Stop it. I'll poof to where she started.
You hear whispers of the infernal around you as the minions of Infilagos are all pacing at you.
I'll take like I'll take a few steps, like 10 feet away.
Okay, cool.
I don't like that either. Let's see, that was bonus action. We'll send some Eldritch Blast her way.
Okay.
32. 27. 24. And that's a natural one, so that one won't hit. 17, 10, and 12.
Okay.
And did I say it? I thought about it, but did I say out loud that I was drinking a potion of speed?
No, you did not.
Okay, then I didn't. Everything's fine.
It's fine.
That's my turn.
Great. It is Moonshadow's turn, and feeling the impact of your Eldritch Blasts behind her, seeing the destructive spell in her hand disappear, the first thing that she's going to do is draw upon the shadows once again and wrap them around herself. So that sort of flickering energy that had been around her silhouette solidifies in a darker essence. And then she, not even looking at straight head on, like a glance out of her peripheral, you then hear whispers of the fiends and of Moonshadow invading your mind. I'm going to ask for a wisdom saving throw straight.
Is this a spell?
It is spell adjacent. It is magic, if that's what you're asking for your feature.
I have advantage on saving throws against spells.
Okay, then, no, it is not a full spell.
Okay.
But,
Just can't get a straight answer sometimes.
no, I gave you straight answers because you asked a straight question. Sorry.
Never mind.
No, I know, I'm being... I was making a joke. It was a bad one.
It was a Joker joke.
So that's gonna be 22 points of psychic damage.
Straights down.
What?
Yep.
Oh no.
Well, you were gonna be... you were gonna be
Oh
frightened. But unfortunately, you're unconscious. Seraphina, it's your turn.
And so my sister's in melee range, right?
Oh yeah, she's like right in your face.
Let's give her a little shocking grasp, or attempt to. That is a 22.
She is actually going to, as you go to attack her, that darkness in her eyes flares, and she's going to impose disadvantage on your roll.
I'll roll again. Still a 22.
Okay, 22 will hit.
That will be for 27 points of lightning damage.
Oh, hell yeah. We love that. However, anything else on your turn?
You know what? I will, for future turns, I am going to use Hexblade's Curse on her as a bonus action.
Wow, sisters thinking alike, because at the end of your turn, she's going to take a legendary action and place a hex upon you as well.
Oh.
So you are under the effects of the Hex Curse, and for the duration of this spell, any wisdom checks you make are going to be at disadvantage.
Got it. Did my curse go through on her?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure.
Yeah.
Alright, that's my turn.
It'll be Elias's turn after the legendary action. And he'll take 2 steps forward to be next to Seraphina, and will provide the help action. So whatever you need him to do, he will be assisting you. Straight.
Yeah.
You're unconscious on the ground.
Yes, I am.
Can you, at the start of your turn, make me a death saving throw?
That's fair.
That is, unfortunately, a failure. What was the last thought Straight had before going down?
Oh, wait. This isn't right.
Sounds about right. But unfortunately, that is all we can do this turn. Verity.
Uh-huh. Okay. I'm gonna drink a potion of speed.
Okay.
That's my first thing. Now for my hasted action. I have a spell scroll of 2nd level. I'm going to use it to cast Healing Word at 2nd level
Okay.
on straight.
Okay.
So that's 1d4 plus 8. So 4 plus 8, that's 12.
Is Healing Word a first level spell?
It is.
Should you not have 2d4 then? Because you're
I
casting it
don't
at
know.
2nd level?
I don't know. Maybe? So 7 plus 8, which is 15.
Math.
Yeah, you get, for 2nd level or higher, you increase the d4, so 7 plus 8.
Well, I didn't read that far.
Well,
Either way, you get healing.
very good.
15.
15 points as straight you are back up,
Yes.
but you are still prone.
Bonus action though.
Bonus action.
Has it been an hour?
It has not.
Great, she'll get a star. It's a 32 to hit.
That hits.
Ooh. 32 radiant.
So an interesting thing here.
Oh, Faye, no!
Due to that shadowy shell, due to that shadowy shell she cast around herself, she is now resistant to radiant damage.
I can't believe you.
It's almost like they're fighting in a domain environment, a divine domain.
That's my turn.
It's Moonshadows go. And you know what? Moonshadow, oh, that should have happened at the start of Seraphina's last turn, and totally forgot about that. It's okay. You know what? Yeah. Start of Moonshadow's turn, we are going to, she's gonna disappear once more in those shadowy, actions and reappear back where she was. And she's going to, since Verity, your back is now to her, she's gonna release some Eldritch Blasts into your back.
That's quite rude.
Oh, yeah.
I'll counterspell that. Oh, wait. And how many beams is she shooting?
That's what I was about to figure out. She has 3 beams, so you can counterspell one of them.
Counterpoint to my counterspell. I'm gonna watch to see where the beams are going for per beam, and I will have silvery barbs at the ready for the first hit.
Okay. All 3 beams so far seem to be targeted at Verity's back.
Understandable.
The first beam is going to be that'll be 24.
Yeah, that'll be a silvery barbs.
Brings that down to a natural 1.
And I will give advantage to Seraphina.
Next is a 24 again.
Yep.
Can't help.
That's
And then
Another natural
15.
1. Oh.
15 will hit, yes.
So that'll be 21 points of force damage from the 2 attacks. And if you're concentrating on any spells, of course, you know.
Oh, that's right. Hold on. I am. That's good.
Good, yeah, you're fine. It is the end of Moonshadow's turn, and Seraphina, it is your turn.
I'll reciprocate the favor and send 4 blasts of Eldritch Blast up to her.
Okay.
And then with that advantage, I get advantage on my first attack.
First.
Correct.
Yep.
Okay. All right. First shot going to her will be a 24 to hit.
24 will hit.
With the curse, that's added additional 9, so that's 24 damage on the first.
Okay.
An 18 to hit on the second.
18 hits.
For 21 damage. 32 on the third for 20 damage. And I'm going to use my 2 sorcery points and re-roll that natural 1.
Okay.
That turns into a 24 for 24 damage.
Great. I need a dexterity save if she's going to use her reaction to do a hellish rebuke.
Well,
I'll counterspell that. Oh wait, I've already used my reaction, haven't I?
Yeah, you've already used your reaction this turn.
Never mind. Sorry.
Dexterity saving throw. That is a 13.
Ooh, not quite enough here.
Hmm.
So, that's going to be... Uh, 29 points of fire damage.
Ooh, okay.
And, ooh, hold on. You're also hexed. Does that stack you? Yeah. Whenever it's hit with an attack, and that is a spell attack. That's an extra 3 points of necrotic damage.
Okay.
And that is the end of Seraphina's turn, yeah? Or do you use your bonus action?
That is it for my turn.
Alright, Elias is going to, once again provide the help action, staying nearby, one hand on his wand, the other, just ready. Straight! You're prone, but you are alive.
I'm going to go ahead and cast Greater Invisibility on myself.
That is probably very smart.
Yeah, considering that this one is very rude, and I don't like her that much. Let me see. That is a... Where is that in my spell list? Greater Invisibility. It's a 4th level spell. Perfect. And then I will give yet another Bardic. Seraphina, do you still have one?
Nope, I used mine.
Okay. In the interest of fairness, I will give one to Fairy.
Okay. Verity,
Yes.
you've received a bardic,
Uh-huh.
and it is your turn.
Right.
Verity.
But we're looking quite dire here. She's behind me.
Mm-hmm.
I'll poof back next to Seraphina.
Okay.
Where I started. That's a bonus action.
Okay.
As one of my actions, I will use my Guardian Gem.
Okay.
So everybody gets temporary hit points equal to half your hit point maximum.
So, funny thing here.
Faye, I swear to God, I can't with you right now.
Crushing a guardian gem uses a bonus action, which you
Does it?
It is.
Wait a second. No, it's not.
I'm looking at it right here.
That's crazy.
It doesn't even say that on here.
I'm looking at our mechanics right here. As a bonus action, you shatter the gem and release its protective magic.
Fuck
That's crazy.
me. All right.
Yeah, we're
Can
having
we
a time, aren't we?
Can we retcon my poof,
Sure.
please?
I'll allow you to recon your poo.
Great. I didn't poof.
You just run then?
Give me a minute to get back in character, okay? I am still going to use my guardian gem.
Okay.
I'm staying where I am. It's 60 feet, yes?
Yes.
Okay, it's everything I said was the same except for poofing.
Yep. All right.
Great. There's that.
So, because we haven't had one of these used in a long time, a guardian gem, when crashed, up to 6 mortal guardians within 60 feet of you, when you crush this gem, can gain temporary hit points equal to half their hit point maximum.
Ooh.
These temporary hit points last for 1 minute or until until they are used. While you have the temporary hit points, once per turn, when you deal damage, you can add an extra D8 additional radiant damage.
Ooh.
That's pretty cool.
Which brings me to my action. She's still got that weird shadow thing around her.
She does.
Can I try and dispel it?
Let me check.
Ian Faye doesn't know her own mechanics.
It's like there's a lot of mechanics to this fight. Verity, would you like
likely
to
story.
try to dispel?
I will. Yes, I will try.
Okay. What level is that cast at?
At 5th.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The thickened shadows around Moonshadow return once to their flickering state. She is no longer, it seems, protected by whatever cloak was wrapped around her.
Right. That's wonderful, because for my hasted action, I'd like to send a guarding bolt at her.
Yeah, go for it.
And she's, what, 10 feet behind me?
More or less, yeah.
Okay. That's a 25.
Yeah, that'll hit.
33 radiant, plus, whoa, d8.
1d8, yep.
One more, so 34 radiant. What a whirlwind of a turn, but it's over.
And with it, Moonshadow's body seems to crumple to the ground.
Ooh, wait. No. Non-lethal.
Yep. A little
Moonshadow's
late for that.
Moonshadow's body crumples to the ground. But as we are no longer here in our initiative, Seraphina. Last time this happened, you did not check the body. And look where it led you. Would you like to check the body this time, Seraphina?
I am not taking any chances. Yes.
You feel for a brief moment the brush of Elias's fingers across yours as you begin to move. He looks at you and be careful. But you are allowed to step forward. And as you do, you see a bright light. The seed of lunar light beginning to stir, try to reach out towards the core of the tree, and it is in this shining light in this moment as you are trying to reach Alara that her body lurches upward. A fiendish blade dripping with corruption, and Seraphina,
Mm-hmm.
you have a moment here. Either that light, that seed, what you've been tasked to protect, will be struck by this fiendish blade. Or you could step in and take the blow instead.
I'm not letting anything happen to this seed. I'm stepping in front of it.
For a moment, you are thrown back to a vision, surrounded by darkness, as a blade impales your chest. But this time, This time you feel the cold steel as it sinks into skin, into muscle, between bone. You feel the shortness of breath as you are overwhelmed with corruption. Seraphina,
Mm-hmm.
you feel yourself die.
Oh.
Verity, straight, you watch in the moment the blade strike and all the light in Seraphina's eyes grow dim, her eyes glassy, her body limp.
Oh! Ah, what a shame.
Moonshadow's still there.
Moonshadow's still there, but Seraphina, you feel yourself drawn downwards, down, 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 into a torrent of raging, shadowy energy. You are being brought down towards Inflagos, where Invatrial is trying to pull all of the Lunar Sovereign's domain.
Yeah.
Do you try and get away from this maelstrom?
Yes, I do.
What do your efforts look like? Describe them to me.
Oh, oh man, I was not ready for this. I'm just using whatever energy I can to just will myself to just not let this happen, using every ounce of strength I have left.
As you will yourself to try and avoid this maelstrom, it manifests in you trying to climb this jagged wall, your arms shaking under the sustained sweat, this effort. And then it is calm. You feel yourself pulled up, and everything is quiet. And there is a figure there. Soft as moonlight, almost humanoid. You can't quite make any details or features out. And you know, deep in your heart, you know, this is the Lunar Sovereign, standing with you here in this peaceful pocket of void, halfway between where you were and the hells below.
Oh my.
You are safe for a moment. You hear a voice, and it is musical. In the fact that you hear many voices, all harmonizing together into a single note as it speaks. But this power will not sustain. I can help you. But it will not be an easy choice. But it is one that is worth deciding.
I speak very softly. What kind of choice?
You are one of many, Seraphina. You are the reason why I persist. My power is of the many. Those who have gone before, those devoted, return to me and become me. those who sustain the light and benevolence of night, those who cause darkness to flee from generosity and discovery. And now a part of you has returned to me, but a part of you is escaping, trying to be caught in the grasp of another. I can save you from this fate, but you must decide to accept a gift. And in the darkness, hovering from the soft moonlight of the hand, you see the seed, the lunar light seed that you had given yourself to protect. Roll me an insight check here, Seraphina.
Okay.
You have advantage. Foresight.
You
Oh,
have advantage.
that's what I forgot. That's better.
Woo!
What is being asked of you? It is a heavy weight. You understand this. You will be bound forever to the lunar sovereign. And at the end of your life, instead of just joining in the domain as you have seen the others, you will be bound and joined directly to the entity, joining the harmony of voices that you hear now.
Just kind of taking this in for a moment. I have a feeling, I think I know what this means. That I have to give up my family's bloodline, and I don't know if I can do that.
It is a gift, not a mandate. That is the burden of will. It is the burden of choice.
She's just kind of standing there, thoughts of parents rushing through her head, knowing that I won't have their specific abilities, but I get a second chance, and I can't pass that up. I know what I have to do, and I'll do it.
And Seraphina, you reach out to grab the seed. And in the Nightvine Bastion, not but a heartbeat has gone since you've seen Seraphina's body go limp. Watched it slide off the dagger. Moonshadow stunned for a moment. But then there is light, burning, bright, and blinding. And as this light begins to blind straight and Verity as you turn away, this is where we'll take our next ad break. So, hang out with us. We'll be right back to continue our story. But before we head out, I do ask that you let the ads run. They're important to us at Little Witch RP. They help keep our games affordable. If you want to directly support us, however, you can always do so through my Ko-fi. Link for that is on screen, as well as in our chat room. These donations not just support us at Little Witch RP, they unlock awesome perks for the entire community. They are including special companions, double treasure, double XP, new quests, all sorts of fun things. Full list available on our Discord. Check us out there, and we'll see you guys very soon. Alright, we're back. As we return, Seraphina had dropped down, but a blinding light came out. And as the light fades away, Seraphina, you stand fully healed, fully empowered, and irrevocably changed. You see Alara shielding her eyes, cowering from the full power of the Lunar Sovereign. And then, as the light fades, as you stand, as you are now, which we will get a quick description of in just a moment, Moonshadow spits curses and begins to invoke her dark mistress for a final assault upon not just the tree, but yourselves as well. As there are several treants, they begin to create a barrier around the core of the Lunar Sovereign's tree. But not all the treants in this realm have survived the corruption. 2 of them fight alongside Moonshadow, and 2 dryads join her side as well. And Seraphina, why don't we get a new description of what you look like in the aftermath of this?
Ooh, I would love to. Okay, so after everything is done, you will notice that she still got her normal like skin color, like winter, Eladrin, everything like that, but everything else has changed. You've got these dark colors all over representing the nighttime of the moon, and then her hair is kind of like this charcoal black. It resembles the night sky, but whenever in combat, like you'll see it, there's like these little like moon shapes and little constellations that will glow whenever we are in combat.
Well, we'll find that very soon because we're rolling initiatives.
Oh no. Am I still invisible?
Yes.
Hell yeah.
So cool.
So, you have the added tension of battle here of having to stop Moonshadow before she's able to break through the barrier of sovereign-aligned treants. And, well, things so far seem to be looking quite well for Seraphina. Oh no. Okay. Okay, so Moonshadow goes first.
Oh.
Interesting that that's how that works.
Interesting that she rolled an 18 on the die and has a modifier of a positive instead of a negative.
Allegedly.
And then it'll be Seraphina.
Hey everyone out there, if you're ever in a tough spot, just openly mock your DM. It's a good strategy and it always pays off.
Every time.
Every time. Just
Can't
wait.
go wrong.
Just wait, I'll throw a sexy cat in here.
No, you will not.
It's the worst.
Awful.
That is the worst random encounter ever.
I can hear it now. I can hear him singing from here.
Why does he sound like the Cowardly Lion?
I think I like Jason Derulo.
It'll be our treants, our evil treants after Seraphina. Then it'll be straight. After that, it is Verity, and then our dryads, our evil dryads. And then Elias at the end because I forgot to roll for him.
My goodness.
What? I could have just left him out entirely.
My boyfriend!
That's why
You
he's at the
forget
back.
him? Nah. Here we go. Hey,
So-
yo.
Don't do this to me. Don't. I've been in fandom space too long. So, Moonshadow is going to work. Is going to go first. But now the area around her is shaded through energies without having to call upon her. Any creature, including Seraphina, currently within 20-foot radius will have disadvantage on attack rolls and saving throws from the Shroud of Eclipse. And she is going to... What does she do? I want a wisdom saving throw from Seraphina.
Got it. Oh, I forgot. I have foresight.
You are foresighted. You are still Seraphina, though you are changed.
So 25.
25. You are not held in place by the hold monster Seraphina attempts to put on you. Or Moonshadow puts on you, Seraphina. But it does become your turn, Seraphina.
Monster?
Awesome. I would like to use the first of my new abilities here.
Sure, go for it.
So I'm going to use, as a bonus action, I'm going to do Radiant Moon Mote. So I'm going to conjure a soothing moon mote. It is in a 5-foot radius. And allies within this light ignore the effects of the Shroud of the Eclipse. They are immune to the frightened condition and regain hit points at the start of their turn equal to my spellcasting modifier.
So, where do you conjure this? Do you conjure this near yourself, or do you conjure this near Straight and Verity? Because that is two different areas.
I will conjure this near Straight and Verity.
Okay. So, there is a glowing light around the two of you.
Oh, cool.
Okay.
And my spellcasting modifier is 5, so you will get 5 hit points at the beginning of each of your turns.
Question. Does this affect my invisibility?
No,
Oh.
it is not like fairy
Mm.
fire.
I do like that. Very good.
Alright. And then, would Alara be in, what was it? What's the word I'm looking for? Melee range.
Yeah, she just stabbed you literally moments ago.
I have to ask. I have a bad memory sometimes.
You're good, you're good. I'm just teasing.
Okay. It's gonna take me a minute to get used to this new sheet. Let's see. What do I want to do here? You know what? Let's do a little Toll the Dead on Alara. So can I have her make a wisdom saving throw for me?
Yeah, totally. Damn, she fails.
Awesome. So that is gonna be 4d8 necrotic. That will be 18 points of necrotic damage.
You hear her snarl, get out of my head! Anything else from Seraphina?
Let's see. I'll use bonus action. Nope, that's my turn.
Alright, it's our treants go, and because these guys are big bads, and do big, bad, horrible things, they're gonna lumber over to Straight and Verity and try and smash into the ground.
No.
I'm invisible.
You're right. Gonna lumber over to Elias and Verity and try and smash them into the ground.
Oh.
So that is a 29 to hit Verity.
Them's the breaks.
What if I say no?
You can say no, but you will take 16 points of bludgeoning damage.
That's fine. Okay.
It gets a secondary slam attack.
Of course it does.
But a 12, I believe, misses.
It does.
Yeah. Now for poor Elias.
Yeah.
Squishy wizard boy that he be.
Bless him.
First attack will hit. For another 16 points of damage. Second attack. Second attack misses. He's able to move out of the way. Straight, it's your turn. You are currently invisible.
I'm going to go for a...
You've got 2 Dryads, 2 Treants, and Moonshadow.
And I'm assuming none of them are humanoid.
Nope! Well, I mean, Moonshadow is, but she's also a bitch. She's got Fey ancestry, so.
Well, there you go. Okay, one of the treants I'll target with hideous laughter, please.
Alright. That's a 15.
Awesome, it's laughing.
And I believe it also falls prone.
It does.
So yeah, you've got this horrid creaking of wood of a laughter from the basically tree. So with that, it is the end of Straight's turn, yeah?
Yep.
Verity, it is your go.
Uh-huh. So we've got 2 treants. One is laughing. Correct?
Correct. And prone.
Okay, and then we have Moonshadow, who is being a bitch.
Always.
She's got the Eclipse thing, which imposes disadvantage, but Seraphina's fixed it so that doesn't affect us.
Right, but you're not... No, you'd be, like, right at the edges of that. Yeah, so, the Moon Moat allows you, and, you get to gain HP at the start of your
That's
turn.
right!
5 HP.
Let me do that really quick. Okay. I'm still hasted as well. Oh my goodness.
So many things.
I know, it's a lot.
Spoiled for choice.
Okay, so we'll blast. We'll send 2 blasts to the treant on Elias. Do that first. A 23 and a 21.
Yeah.
For that much damage.
Okay.
The one on the ground, he's prone, which would impose disadvantage.
Mhm.
That's fine. Yes, everything's... It's all evened out. 24
Okay.
and a 19.
A 19 hits a treant.
For 30.
Beautiful.
Okay. That was one action.
Mm-hmm.
Good grief. Send a... Oh. Yep, we'll send a guiding bolt to Moonshadow. Oh, that's a natural 20.
That'll hit.
Okay, so that's 8d6. So that's a base of 48. There's so many dice happening. Please. Help me.
I got it.
Okay. And then I have a bonus action. And I'll send a star to the treant on Elias. Which is a 32 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
It's 29 radiant.
Alrighty. So, Moonshadow is at that amount of damage, and one on Elias is... at a very bad amount of damage. Ouch, he's not looking good.
Okay.
Alright,
That's my turn.
Straight, it's your turn. Wait, no, you just had your turn. It's Verity, and then... Hold on, I'm getting mixed up. Seraphina, Evil Treants, Straight, Verity, and then our Dryads. Okay, we're good. A lot of it's happening. Math is mathing right again.
So I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna.
No, you're not.
uh,
I will say that, we're gonna get some, attacks towards... You know what? Actually, yeah, we are gonna get a, stuff going on here, as we're gonna get a, sprouting in the area near, Verity, a, mess of vines begins to grow. I need Verity and Straight to make me strength saving throws against the entangle.
do I have advantage on this or anything, or?
No, because it's a strength save. It's affecting the ground, and you're on the ground, even if you can't be seen. Like, it's just more
Got
to restrain other people.
Fair enough.
But, both of those are failures. So both of you are caught in the entangle, held in grasp, restrained by the plants. You can use a action on your turn to try and break out of it. Or other ways if you're creative. But the other one, is going to, the other one's gonna take a attack at Verity. Or not Verity, Seraphina. So Elias is also restrained as well. Seraphina,
Yes.
that is a 24 to hit.
That is going to hit.
That will be 9 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need a dexterity saving throw.
Got it. Oh, let me make this at advantage because foresight. Gentleman's 20.
You resist being restrained, but the second swing of its vine, of this vine-covered staff comes forward. But a 14, I believe, misses.
Meet it, beats it.
Meets it, beats it. That will be 10 points of bludgeoning damage, and I need another dexterity saving throw.
Okay. It's an 8.
Unfortunately, this time, you are also wrapped up in the vines, though these ones a little bit more centralized, holding you in place as you are restrained. It is Elias's turn. And, Elias, is going to, move his arm enough in the restraining vines to release a bolt of arcane energy, 2 times over at the vines that are restraining you, Seraphina, to try and break you free.
Yeah.
And he gets a natural 20.
Ooh.
So, the vines that held around you for a moment constrict. They're sickly and trying, it seems, to siphon away the vitality and light that you have, and then they are burst apart around you as you see, not far away, the sign of Elias's casting. And he just makes eye contact with you for a moment, gives a nod. It is Moonshadow's turn after. And she is going to call out to the treant. They're restrained. Leave them. Get to the defenses. And then, what will she do? No, Max. Yeah, why not? Her hand glows with a, sort of, necrosis, and she's just going to attempt to claw at you, Seraphina.
Okay.
Oh, that bounced right off of a good number. That will miss, so you are not struck by her vampiric touch.
Okay.
Seraphina, it is your turn. You are no longer restrained.
All right, and then by Alar's order, are these treants gonna start taking? Have they taken off already?
Not yet. It's not their turn.
Okay. Oh man, what do I want? Yeah, you've given me so much to work with here. It's awesome. You know what? I really feel like I don't want to be on the ground in front of my sister. So I am going to use my celestial flight to get away from her.
Now, this will provoke an attack of opportunity.
I am willing to take that risk.
That is a 15 to hit.
Yeah, that'll hit.
And because she has her vampiric touch currently, that will be 10 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. But I am now in the air, and anybody that's looking at me would see these, just these ethereal wings sprouting from her back. If anybody was looking, so. And then I've never used fly before, so is there anything special with fly, or is it just kind of like normal movement, but you're up in the air?
Normal movement up in the air.
Okay. And I've got 60 feet of movement, so I will use my movement. I'll fly 20 feet, and then can I just hover, or do I have to touch the ground? These wings.
Sorry, my mind slipped. Repeat the question once more.
So with the celestial flight and the flying speed, can I hover, or do I have to land once I?
No, you can hover. You allows you to have fly speed, so you can be in the air or you could be on the ground at any point. It doesn't. If you needed to be on the ground before a certain time, it would have told you.
Okay. So now that I'm 20 feet up away from my sister, let's just rain down some what do you call it? Eldritch Blast. 4 shots of them.
Hell yeah, go for it.
Okay. So the first is a 23. That will be for 10 damage, and my lunar empowerment would apply here too, right?
Yeah, and
Awesome.
also don't forget your. No, you would have lost those when you died. I was about to say the temporary HP from the Guardian Stone, but you did drop all the way to 0 in an instant, so those are gone, unfortunately.
Yep. Alright, so then that's an extra D8 of radiant damage. It's 2 more radiant damage on that shot.
Okay.
And then one more question. Would the radiant damage apply for every one of these shots?
Yeah.
Okay, just making sure. Alright, so 34 on that shot for 13 fours and 2 radiant. The third shot's a 35 for 17 fours and 2 radiant. Wow, I'm consistent. All these 2s. And then the last shot is... I don't have my sorcery points anymore, so I can't re-roll that, so that's a miss.
That is unfortunately a miss, but Moonshadow's starting to look pretty hurt. And
Awesome.
anything else from Seraphina?
Let's see. I have bonus action. No, that's it for me. I'll just stay hovering in the air.
Alright, so one treant's still on the ground, laughing his ass off. Can't follow his orders. And that is repeated at the end of the save, right? Or the end of the turn is the save?
And yeah.
Okay, cool. The other treant is going to move, which will normally provoke an attack of opportunity, but Elias is restrained and does not want to risk embarrassing himself. So,
Would he pass through my melee?
I'm going to say no, just outside of where your melee would have been.
That's fine.
But the one on the ground is somewhat close to you. But he's prone and laughing. But so he's gonna go and start wailing on the other treants. Starting off by throwing a chunk of the corrupted ground at them. And straight, it's your turn. You're still invisible.
Excellent. I'm gonna break my restraints.
Okay, so that's an action to do so. Strength check.
Athletics or no?
No, I believe this one is pure strength.
Raw
let
strength.
Let me double check
Understood.
though.
An 18.
A 18 is enough. You break out of the entangle.
Awesome. I will go ahead and take that. I will quietly, sneakily move myself around so mysteriously as I'm invisible. And you know what? One of the... Damn, I can't do that. Does the sister look like she's casting any spells or anything like that at the moment?
Not currently.
Not currently. Interesting. You know what? The other treant. Can I have a wisdom save from that one?
The one that just threw the ground?
Sorry? Yes.
That's a 22.
Can I get a minus D10 on that?
21.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Alright, well, that's a spell slot and my last bardic used. Cool. That will be my turn.
Verity,
Uh-huh.
it's your turn.
Okay. I'll try to get out.
Strength check.
This will be bad. That's a 1.
Well, how long does Far Step last?
10 minutes.
It's not been 10 minutes since the last combat.
No. But, oh well, hold on. I've been hit and I didn't make a concentration check. Let me do that real quick.
I'll say that that's a successful.
Okay, great. Then I'll poof out.
Yep.
But I still want to be in this little dome of light.
Yeah, you can
It's-
literally
it's-
just move to the other side.
Yeah. It's safe here. Okay.
Oh yeah,
That's an action.
you guys would have gained straight, because you would have started your turn within the Dome of Light, 5 points
Right.
of HP on you at the start of your turn.
Mm-hmm.
Verity, you get the 5 points temp HP. I believe it's temp HP. No, it's just regaining 5 HP.
Just regular? Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So that was an action and a bonus action. We still have a treant just laughing here.
Yep.
I will send 2 blasts to him. A 22 and a 30. Ooh. For that much. Was that 40? 30.
30.
30.
Yep.
And then let's pick a dryad and we'll send 2 blasts towards them.
Okay.
A 20 and an 18. For that much.
Alright, the dryad that was laughing, or not dryad, the treant on the ground that was laughing is no longer laughing as it is broken apart to pieces. The Dryad, that is 33. 33 points of damage to a Dryad. That's looking rough, but still up.
I believe
And
that's my turn.
that sounds like it's your turn to me as well. The Dryads, don't like this. And we're gonna get, a moonbeam over top of Verity by the Dryad that you just attacked. The other one, still over near, or was near where Seraphina was, going to conjure this massive vine, and gonna try and grab hold of Seraphina from the sky. Seraphina, can you make me a dexterity saving throw?
Yes, I will. Same as last time, man.
You feel the vine grab hold of you and yank you down closer to the ground, 20 feet, which I believe, incidentally, is how high you were up.
Yes.
So you come crashing down into the ground at Alara's feet. You aren't pulled prone, so you're still on your feet, but now you're back where you once were.
Am I restrained as well?
No, you just were yoinked.
Okay.
But that's it for their turn. Elias, still trapped where he is going to try and break out. And comes close, but not quite enough to break out of it. It is Moonshadow's go, and Moonshadow is going to turn away from you, Seraphina. Actually, no, she's not. She's gonna reach out with her vampiric touch again and try and steal some of your life essence. That is a gentleman's 20 to hit you. Oh, wait, no. Gotta roll at disadvantage. It's a 10 to hit Seraphina.
That is gonna miss.
Seraphina, it's your turn.
Man, I did not like getting yoinked like that.
I will
You
say
know what?
that Moonshadow, who is seeming to be leading the charge here, is looking pretty rough.
That is right. So, gotta be careful because I'm in melee. Oh, I want to do. You know what? Let's do a little mind sliver on her. So, can I have her make an intelligence saving throw?
That is a 15.
That will fail. So she will take 16 points of psychic damage, and the next saving throw she makes, she has to, before the end of my next turn, she has to subtract a 1d4.
Well, 16 points is enough to bring Moonshadow to her knees. The dark energy that had been imbued, that she commanded, falters and allows for the dryads and the treant that were remaining to stagger to their knees as well, allowing for the servants of the Lunar Sovereign to dispatch them, and allowing for you, Seraphina, to shift your attention from the fight to healing the tree. You can use your moon mote to cleanse the great tree, purge the lingering corruption from it. Can you do so?
I will happily do that.
One by one, the surviving servants of the Lunar Slothman also join your effort. And any connection that remains that Invatrial might use to try and infect the Nightvine Bastion is severed, purged. And you are victorious. There is a ceremonial wake for those who were lost during the battle. Raynolf Mistvile appears, though his soul has changed form. Having been released from the corrupted tree, he has found himself in a new life as a treant. And his wife is here as well, now in the form of a dryad. Cylindra spends time talking with her friend. But Seraphina, there is a question that I must ask you.
Yes.
What is the fate of Alara Moonshadow? Did you spare your sister in attempts to purge some of the wickedness from her, show her the error of her ways? Or do you believe her beyond redemption?
I know so many times she's attacked me in the past, and that is a factor, but at the same time, I know she was easily manipulated by this thing, and she doesn't want to believe that her sister truly meant to do everything that she did. So I would have spared her.
You work, or at least begin the process of rooting out the corruption in your sister as well as you have done here in Nightvine. She is still spiteful and angry this day, but perhaps in the future she will come to be thankful, to recognize what you have done this day, that you have saved her as well. Verity, Straight, do you partake in the ceremonial wake?
Straight will be there for appearances.
Partaking in, of course, the hors d'oeuvres and cocktails afterwards, right?
Absolutely.
Didn't even know they had that.
That's why you always pay attention.
Mm.
Now, grab me one
Taking
of those
note.
spinach puffs.
You're too short to get it yourself.
Straight will walk off.
Eventually, you do make your way back to Valdom Towns. Your work here done. But elsewhere, in the depths of Infilagos, a torrential hurricane of rage and fury envelops the dark citadel at the center of the domain. Within it, Invatrial's hate and vile enmity flow from her throne, a cascade of tyrannical animosity. And that is where our session ends. So, thank you to our players for playing. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Thank you to our viewers for viewing. I hope you guys enjoyed this as well. I'll see you all in our next stream, but until then, head over to willthewitch.com. Check us out there. Join us in our Discord to jump in a game yourself. Keep up to date with all of our announcements. And I think that's all that we really. You can just hang out on our Discord too. We're cool. But you can also see all of our VODs over on YouTube. And then, as always, may the ever burning light forever guide your steps. Laters.